Hello there, you're now with me, Shol Shamato, for TVS English News at 5. Let's get to the headlines. The National Energy Transition Roadmap and the Hydrogen Economy and Technology Roadmap will be launched in the second half of this year. Prime Minister Dr. Sri Anwar Ibrahim said the two sustainable energy are essential for ensuring Malaysia's long-term energy security and economic sustainability can be achieved.
NETR will consist of strategies and high-impact initiatives to expedite the energy transition efforts.
This roadmap will be complemented by the Hydrogen Economy and Technology Roadmap that will pave the way for the achievement of an environmentally sustainable, long-term energy security in Malaysia, driven by technological innovation.
Hydrogen will play an integral part in reducing methane emissions as well as reducing the production of liquefied natural gas (LNG).
Malaysia continues to see natural gas as playing an important role in the energy mix. At the same time, we recognize the importance of managing methane emissions as a highly potent greenhouse gas and have committed to join the global methane pledge to cut emissions by 30% by 2030 compared to 2020 levels. As a traditional producer of natural gas and LNG, hydrogen represents a natural next step in the value chain and offers a potential avenue for further economic growth.
Additionally, Anwar stated that the Nationally Determined Contribution (NDC) was revised to reduce the intensity of greenhouse gas emissions by 45% by 2030, which will be compared to emissions in 2005. The initiative has been incorporated into the 12th Malaysia Plan 12MP and the National Energy Policy NEP 2022 to 2040.
Investors and financiers will risk losing out by not turning towards Asia, which is endowed with vast amounts of natural resources, potential renewable energy, and a growing population that is not averse to co-innovation, as well as being increasingly appreciative of a green economy. Prime Minister Dr. Sri Anwar Ibrahim said that in light of this, there is further potential for the region to develop as a player in the net zero value chain, in as much as the rich biodiversity resources and a high percentage of forest cover offer abundant nature-based solutions.
In addition to developing hydrogen and CCS opportunities for storing carbon, with the innovation of batteries and electric storage well underway, there is opportunity to develop the rare earth minerals and establish a conducive ecosystem to strengthen supply chain.
He said this in his keynote address at Energy Asia 2023 on Monday. The Prime Minister also added that developing these resources and potential requires access to financing, technology and innovation, the right policy frameworks and skill sets for the future.
Domestic tourism in Malaysia experienced a remarkable recovery in 2022 after registering total spending of 64.1 billion ringgit compared to 18.4 billion ringgit in 2021.
According to a statement by the Domestic Tourism Survey DTS 2022 released today, the number of domestic visitors surged 160.1% to reach 171.6 million visitors in 2022 compared to 66 million recorded a year before. DTS 2022 presents the annual statistics on visitor arrivals, tourism expenditure, travel patterns, and social and demographic characteristics of domestic visitors. On domestic visitor arrivals by state, DOSM said Selangor emerged as the most visited state in 2022, attracting 22 million domestic visitors, followed by Kuala Lumpur Federal Territory and Sarawak, welcoming 16.9 million and 15.5 million domestic visitors, respectively. Notably, the number of domestic tourists visiting Pahang witnessed a substantial increase of 511.8%, with 7.8 million visitors flocking in as compared to 1.3 million in the previous year.
And now on to the next highlight. The Laya Cycling Carnival comes back to its 5th edition this year, in conjunction with the 60th anniversary of Sarawak's independence, slated to begin from 1st September until 3rd September. The 3-day event is organised by the Land and Survey Department, Betong Division and SARAWAK'S Laya in collaboration with the Sarawak Cycling Association. Aimed to create healthy citizens through cycling, LCC 2023 is also held as part of its efforts to turn Laya into a sports tourism location, exploring historic areas such as Bukit Sado. This year's edition will expect a total of 350 participants, both local and international, with famous national riders like Anwar Manan and Muhammad Razif Saleh to poise the event. In this edition, the contested category is similar to last year, with the addition of a women's road race category. The program will take place around Laya and Betong, offering a total prize money for over 38,000 ringgit.
영재 내려 이사 오나 보다.
Welcome back. Premier of Sarawak, Dr. Patiki Tan Sri Abang Johari Tunapeng, has flown to Auckland for a 3-day official visit as the President of the Regional Islamic Dawah Council of Southeast Asia and Pacific. Delegate members include Deputy Minister of Utility and Telecommunication, Dr. Abdul Rahman Junaidi, who is also in charge of the state's Islamic affairs, Sarawak Mufti Dr. Kipli Yassin, as well as RSIEAP Secretary General Dr. Muhammad Marzuki Muhammad Omar. The trip will be Abang Johari's maiden trip as RSIEAP's president. Earlier this morning, Abang Johari met with representatives from Australia, Fiji and Papua New Guinea. He is also scheduled to attend a dinner ceremony with New Zealand ministers. In the same event, Sarawak's greatest strength lies in its religious and racial tolerance, cultivating a mutual respect among its multi-ethnic people. A secret that should be shared to all, said Premier of Sarawak, Dr. Patiki Tan Sri Abang Johari Tunapeng. Now reporter Douglas Elliott, who is in Auckland, has the report.
Kia ora and hello from drizzling Auckland, New Zealand. It may be 5 p.m. in Malaysia currently, but in New Zealand it's currently 9 p.m. Now, Sarawak's formula of racial harmony and religious understanding ought to be shared with the communities outside of Sarawak, said the Premier, Dr. Patiki Tan Sri Abang Johari Tunapeng. Speaking earlier at the meeting session of the Regional Islamic Dawah Council of Southeast Asia and the Pacific, or the RSIEAP members, he said the formula serves as the basis of a healthy interfaith and interracial relationship for a better environment for all to live in. Now, he said, and I quote, as a Muslim leader tasked with administering and developing multi-religious and multi-racial Sarawak, he was duty-bound to ensure that his administration was inclusive and that rights and interests of all races and religion are protected based on 5 Maqasid Sharia principles, namely protection of life, protection of property, protection of health, protection of religion, as well as the protection of dignity. Now, Abang Johari added that respect must be accorded to other races and religions, as respect can only be earned in exclusive development. He He pointed out that in Sarawak, the Unit for Other Religion, or UNIFOR, was established to ensure that the welfare of other religions in Sarawak is cared for, noting that the state government has allocated 100 million ringgit for 2023 for the purpose. Now, at the same time, he urged the Muslim community to adapt to the fast-paced technological advances, as well as the initiatives towards addressing climate change and sustainability. He remarked that Sarawak is already at the forefront with this, with the introduction of digital economy, research, development of hydrogen and green economy, as well as the carbon capture, storage utilization, and carbon trading to tackle climate change issues. Now, the Premier is scheduled to be in New Zealand up until Wednesday, and tomorrow he'll be visiting a few mosques in town. And tonight, as you can see, I'm standing right in front of Pullman Hotel, where the Premier is attending a dinner organized by the Federation of Islamic Association of New Zealand, or FIANZ. Now, do stay tuned with TVS as we'll bring you all the latest update live right here from Auckland, New Zealand. I'm Zagha Salid and Faitullah Morni, TVS Auckland.
And now on to our world affairs. A derailed roller coaster caused the death of one person while others were injured. The accident took place at the Gröna Lund amusement park in Sweden, which has been an attraction to millions of patrons over the past 140 years. The steel track roller coaster can reach up to 90 kilometers per hour, and its height tops at 30 meters. Emergency services include medic, fire department, helicopters and police were deployed to the scene to conduct investigations and rescue operations. Eyewitnesses said the roller coaster had partly derailed during a ride. While the spokesperson of the park could not be immediately reached, the amusement park was closed until further notice. And that's all the time we have for TVS News at 5. See the world closer with TVS as we bring you the latest news updates both locally and internationally. For more headlines anytime, anywhere, just head on to our official website at tvstv.my or follow us on our social media platforms. Michelle Shameto, thank you for watching.